What's up, fuckers, and welcome back to another rebuild challenge here on NBA 2K23 Next Gen. In today's video, we are going to be doing the No 90s Rebuild Challenge. So basically what this means is I have to have an entire team of guys that are 89 overall or lower, with the goal obviously being winning a championship. So we're going to be doing this one in a fantasy draft style today. I feel it's always the most fun way to do this. There's obviously some teams in the league that don't even have a 90 overall player. So if I got one of them, might be a little bit easier, might be a little bit harder if I get one with a lot of 90s. Whatever it may be, you understand, obviously. So we're going to go ahead and make our first pick only today and let the CPU draft the rest of the team. I think that's a fun way to do it, man, and I've done this one before, and it's actually a lot more challenging, I guess is the better word, than you think it would be. And finally, as always, of course, you guys are new around here, feel free to subscribe to the channel, join the community. We would love to have you. Also, I want to talk about the fact that I only uploaded twice last week. There was no video Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, where there typically is. And reason for that is, to put it simply, I was just sick. I didn't really feel well. I didn't want to make a video when I sounded like ass. And to be honest with you, I wasn't really in the mood to make a video. So I don't know if you can tell I'm still a little bit stuffy, but you know what? I'm feeling good enough here on this fine Monday morning to get back into making videos. So hopefully you guys are good with that. Of course, let me know any other video ideas down below in the comment section. And the schedule might look a little different this week. We're going to do the challenge on Monday, and then we'll still continue to do 2 training every player rebuilds and 2 historic rebuilds. Let's get into it. We will go ahead and we will randomly select a team. We will make our first overall pick, and then we will go ahead and simulate the rest of the draft. So just so you know, I'm not cheating. We will randomly stop here in 3, 2, and 1. We end up with the Houston Rockets. Let's go ahead and select them. I am low-key hoping we actually don't have a very good pick because I don't really want somebody that's going to hit a 90, as bad as it almost sounds. So there's definitely some good options here. I would love to take Trae Young. Unfortunately, we know he'll hit a 90. I'd love to take Zion. We know he'll hit a 90 as well. So it's probably going to have to be maybe even somebody like Pascal Siakam wouldn't be that bad. I don't think Bam even gets close to a 90 as well. Paul George definitely doesn't hit a 90. He unfortunately ends up regressing, actually, but he almost regresses too hard. I mean, the disrespect that this game shows Paul George is ridiculous. DeMar is another really solid option. He's been playing really well. Who am I thinking right now? I'm almost leaning Siakam just because I know he's not going to progress, but I think he may be the best player here. You know what? Yeah, let me take Pascal Siakam. We're going to sim the rest of the draft. I'll see you guys with the squad. So we obviously went ahead and we took Pascal Siakam with our first round pick. It appears that they went ahead and took Desmond Bane with our second round pick. Obviously an extremely nice young talent. I don't know if he'll hit that 90. He might come close eventually, which kind of stresses me out a little bit, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Michael Porter Jr. won't hit a 90, but he is a nice piece. John Collins very similarly. Wow, his overall is really taking some hits. I don't know why they wanted to draft me Russell Westbrook. I guess I needed a point guard, and he was one of the only options available. I mean, Russ has actually stepped up his game a lot this season. I give him a lot of credit, but I still don't want to pay him $47 million. Malik Beasley, Pressa Chua, Dorian Finney-Smith, Will Barton, Davion Mitchell. Actually, not a bad piece. Jeremy Lamb, Jericho Sims, Keon Johnson, and Sharif Cooper. So it's a very interesting team. Obviously being led by Pascal Siakam doesn't exactly say, hey, we're going to go out and win a championship in year 1, but we definitely have some moves that we're going to make probably right now to maybe make this team a little bit better. Also, I was smart and I remembered to turn off previously traded draft picks. I always do that in fantasy draft rebuilds. So every team has their own original picks. Let's get into some trades. It has become clear that this Russell Westbrook contract is not going to be an easy one to move in, albeit I don't really want to just give up Russ for nothing. I'm really not giving him up for nothing. We're actually getting 2 years of Malik Monk, who's obviously much younger and is not going to regress and not really command as much money. But the real thing with Russ is he's going to be a free agent this offseason, and I'm not going to go ahead and pay him, so we're going to get something of value for him. That being Malik Monk, the other offers here, Victor Oladipo, also would have been a free agent this offseason, or maybe Trey Murphy, who is definitely another option here. But if we look at our small forward spot right now, and we kind of go over these positions, I'm very fine with Michael Porter Jr. I'm fine with Will Barton here. And honestly, Jeremy Lamb wouldn't even be that bad as well. So we're going to go, I hate how this menu clears out. We're going to go ahead here, and we are just going to pick up Malik Monk, who I actually like a lot. He's going to probably come in and be our new backup shooting guard, which means we actually have some flexibility now if we do want to move Malik Beasley, who I believe actually, is it a team option this offseason? Yeah, it is. It's sad how many of these contracts I've memorized. So at this point, we could probably look to maybe move him for some sort of backup point guard. I actually don't mind starting Davion Mitchell, as weird as it sounds. Monte Morris could be a good option as well. Maybe even start him, or I could just get Russell Westbrook back with the trade exception. Terry Rozier, actually. You know what? Let me pick up Terry Rozier. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I don't really see any other options I like. We're going to go ahead and pick up Scary Terry here. He's going to be starting for me at the point guard spot. He actually started his career in Boston as a point guard. Give up a trade exception, and we move Scary Terry down to the point guard spot, and we are good there. Excuse me. Where the fuck is he? Terry Rozier. I'm trying. What the? Thank you. His overall actually goes up in this situation. Another element of this challenge I forgot to add is if I change a player's position and their overall goes down, I'm not allowed to do that for kind of, obvious reasons. If a guy's an 87 overall or 88 overall and he goes down in overall and doesn't hit that 90, it does make it a little bit cheap. All right, let me just double check there's nobody else here. Like, can I maybe get a draft pick for Jericho Sims? Some of these players that are on one-year deals that I'm really not going to need. Here in this, actually, is some team options. You know what? I'll keep them. We're not going to make any trades, right? Actually, Jeremy Lamb can go. Other than that, draft pick. Thank you very much. Utah, let's set the rotation. So it is officially now year one for us here in Houston. We've put together a pretty good team, but we're just an okay team. We're not a championship contender yet. And honestly, I'm kind of fine with that. I don't really think I want to win a championship with this current core. Kind of want to build it out myself, make it a little bit more of a challenge. So here's how it's going to look. It's going to be Terry Rozier, Desmond Bane as our backcourt. We have Michael Porter Jr. here starting at the 3. John Collins at the power forward spot, and then Pascal Siakam starting at the center position. The bench is actually pretty good. I give the CPU a lot of credit for drafting me the majority of this bench. Obviously, I traded for Malik Monk, but I still like this bench a lot. It's Malik Monk, Precious Achiuwa, Davion Mitchell, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Will Barton. Not a bad team whatsoever. I expect to probably be around a 5 or a 6 seed. That's just a rough guess, though. Obviously, nobody knows what the rest of these teams look like. I'll see you guys at the end of year one. Year one comes to a close. We ended with a record of 45-37, which honestly isn't too bad. It definitely puts us in a position to be in the playoffs. We're probably not going to win too much, but overall, it's a good record for year one when we didn't make a ton of moves. Ja Morant actually winning the MVP in year one is not something you see a ton. Typically, it's just Luka, and it's always Luka. But it actually looks pretty clean in a Thunder jersey, too. I'm not going to lie. Hopefully, I don't have too many Grizzlies fans pissed at me for that. Paolo Banchero wins Rookie of the Year there in Memphis. Did I say Grizzlies? I meant Thunder. Ricky Rubio wins Sixth Man of the Year. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year. Trey Murphy, Most Improved. Jason Kidd wins Coach of the Year. All right, let's take a look at the standings. We finished with a record of 45-37, as I mentioned, which was good enough for a 6 seed. So we just avoid the play-in tournament, which is obviously pretty good, pretty ideal. Let's take a look at the stats on the year, see who did what. Points per game was led by Desmond Bane. Then it was Pascal Siakam, Terry Rozier, Michael Porter Jr., John Collins. I mean, you expect this starting 5 to, combine be in a playoff spot. I don't really mind it. I think we maybe could have even been up to a 4 seed. I wouldn't have even been surprised by that, but nonetheless, I'm happy with this team, and let's see what happens. We are facing the MVP here in Ja Morant in round 1. He has Julius Randle and Jared Allen in the front court, and I'm not really sure why Clint Capella is here as well, but I feel like you probably could have spent that pick on something else, but that's just my opinion. We are down 3-0 to them right now, and we end up winning Game 5, and then we lose. Actually, we win Game 4 and we lose in 5. I'm sorry, I'm rusty. I haven't done this in like 5 days. All right, let's sim the rest of the playoffs right now. Obviously, we're not really in them anymore. Luka in the Dallas... I cannot fucking speak. Luka and the Portland Trailblazers go on to win the West, and Giannis and the Bulls go on to win the East. And the Chicago Bulls and Giannis Antetokounmpo go on to win the finals here in year one. Let's get into the offseason. All right, so we're not going to really have anything of too importance in terms of draft lottery, I'm assuming. I mean, we made the playoffs. I don't think I traded for any picks, so no, we did not. It is the Phoenix Suns, the Wizards, the Bucks, the Hornets, and then the Kings as your top 5. We'll hit staff signing. Steven Salas. His dad just died. I kind of feel bad firing him. I'll give him one more year. I'm just saying that because I kind of threw him into a position where obviously we just kind of gave him a roster. All right, so we're up to the draft. We do have the 22nd overall pick. I think we might want to make a trade or two. There's something going on with John Collins. I don't really know what it is. I feel like John Collins needs to find a new home. I mean, just look at how dominant this man was back in like 2018, 2019, even parts of 2020. And I mean, obviously, he's just, I don't really know what's happening, but we might try to find an upgrade. I think Robert Williams would be a tremendous defensive center to add to this team. I can tell you firsthand how talented this man is. Hopefully he gets back on the court soon because, Lord, the Celtics, interior defensive presence needs him. But I'd like to get him on this team. I'd like to move Siakam to the power forward spot where I think is more of his natural position. Get Rob Williams in here kind of anchored down that starting center position. So the unfortunate thing is here, Robert Williams does not make a lot of money and John Collins does. So I'm probably not going to really be able to throw in any other contracts. I mean, I don't think I can maybe throw in Dorian Finney-Smith. Unfortunately, all these younger players down here that I'd probably like to trade have team options, so I either have to wait till after the draft, where I won't have my first-round pick this year. You know what I mean? Actually, they can afford Dorian Finney-Smith. I'd probably throw him in just because I'm going to always value a starter much more than I am somebody coming off the bench who's just been a role piece for me, to be honest. So let's see if we can maybe include him, and they agree to that. All right, we get Robert Williams on this team, which means I can move Siakam back down to his... Oh, shit. He actually goes up in overall. I mean, I'm only hurting myself at this point. You know, the thing is that I said earlier is you can only move a guy if their overall goes up. You can't do it if their overall goes down. So we are right on the verge right now here with Pascal Siakam. We are playing it close, and I am definitely nervous because we can't have any 90s, obviously. Desmond Bane, Achua, Mitchell, Jericho Sims, Keon Johnson, all going to be coming back. We enter qualifying. We have none, and then free agency here. Do we have any big free agents? I don't think so. We have Will Barton, somebody I can definitely replace. So do I want to make like a major trade? Do I want to upgrade either Scary Terry or Michael Porter Jr.? Not that either of them really played bad for us. Terry actually played really well for us. Michael Porter Jr. does not progress nearly as much as he used to. Like, what happened? I know he's been injured, but like, goddamn. Let's see if we can find a trade. It has been a while since I have traded for Andrew Wiggins, and I'd like to get him in today's video. I think it'd be a really cool idea to have him come over, try to win a championship as either the second or third best player on this team. So, Andrew Wiggins for Michael Porter Jr. What do you say, New York Knicks? Not in the mood for that? I kind of get it. I have some players in here like Keon. Oh, wow, they really cannot afford that at this point. God damn it. How about Jericho Sims? Is he making too much? Son of a bitch. It literally has to be draft picks at this point, which sucks. But honestly, I could give up the draft picks this year and kind of get this to go through because if I make these trades and give up all these picks, I can then trade Keon Johnson, Jericho Sims, and go get some draft picks. So I'm not really too worried about it, giving up all these draft picks. I know it's a lot. It looks really bad. But now if I go ahead and I make these trades and I trade Jericho Sims and I get a draft pick, I mean, see what I'm saying? It's just kind of reloading on these picks in other ways. I mean, they're not our picks, but they're also not really picks that or really players that I'm really going to need. So we get 2 draft picks back, and yeah, so we're definitely low on draft picks now, but we have Andrew Wiggins on this team, which is obviously cool. And we now need to go ahead and replace our backup small forward and our backup power forward, and we will basically be all set here. Ooh, Karis LeVert. I didn't know I had any money. Yeah, but let me have Karis LeVert here. I'd say that's an upgrade over Will Barton. We have these trade exceptions. Wow, $35 million trade exception. I didn't know we even had that. All right, Karis LeVert's obviously here. He's going to be my new backup small forward, and then at the power forward spot, maybe somebody like Dario Saric, honestly. I don't even mind. All right, this is the team. I'm definitely a little bit nervous on Pascal Siakam. I don't quite think he'll hit that 90 overall, but it's definitely something we're going to have to keep an eye on. I'll see you guys at the start of year 2 here in Houston. So I have some good news and I have some bad news. The good news, obviously, being, as you can see, Pascal Siakam did not hit a 90 overall. Obviously, the season does go along. Some guys overalls go up. Some guys overalls go down. I will keep a very close eye here on Pascal Siakam. I'll stop it at the trade deadline just to make sure. The bad news here is Desmond Bane's up to an 88, which most likely means this is our final season with him here in Houston. I've seen him hit a 90 multiple times. I know it's going to happen. It is really unfortunate. But let's see if this is a championship team. It's Terry Rozier, Desmond Bane, Andrew Wiggins, Pascal Siakam, and Robert Williams. The bench unit: Malik Monk, Precious Achua, Davion Mitchell are 2 new additions here of Karis LeVert and Dario Saric. I will see you guys at the end of year 2 here in Houston. Year 2 ends, we go 48 and 34, so we're definitely improving, maybe a little bit slower than I would have hoped, and yeah, it is what it is. I did check at the trade deadline. Pascal Siakam was still an 89 overall, which is obviously good. I still don't know if we're a championship team, so it might not even matter. Back to whatever is normal, I guess. Luka Doncic winning MVPs. Victor Wembanyama wins Rookie of the Year. He ended up going number 2 overall to the Washington Wizards. Markelle Fultz, 6th man. Anthony Davis wins his 2nd straight depoy. Evan Mobley, most improved. Chauncey Billups goes ahead and wins Coach of the Year for the Portland Trail Blazers. All right, as you can see there, we are a 3 seed. We can take a look at the full standings right here with a record of 48 and 34, as I mentioned. Not too shabby. Is this a championship team? I don't know. We will obviously have to see. Desmond Bane's an 89, so I mean we are getting very, very close with these 2 extreme talents that we do have here. All right. Overall wise, not too bad. Led in boards by Siakam, and then assists with Scary Terry. So we have the Warriors here in round 1. Let's take a look at their team. Seth Trimp, who? Johnny Davis, Ben Mathurin, Miles. What the fuck? All right, it's the Embiid show over there in Golden State. I would say we're a better team. They obviously have the better center, but I think we're pretty much better everywhere else. I don't really think it's much conversation. We end up winning in 6. And the 7-seeded Phoenix Suns. Moving on. Wow. Who was their first pick? I'm assuming it was Triple J, but like, unless they maybe lost somebody in free agency, how is that team? I mean, I'm not trying to discredit Jaren Jackson Jr. He's a talented player, but I don't know if he's a number 1 option. We're in the Western Conference Finals. We have the Oklahoma City Thunder. John Morant, yeah, this was the team that beat us last year, wasn't it? Son of a bitch. This is a good team. John Morant scares me no matter what. We are currently up 2-1 against them. We're 2-2 going to Game 5. We win, and we're in the NBA Finals. We are in the NBA Finals here. Pascal Siakam wins Western Conference Finals MVP. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Charlotte Hornets. We can beat this team. We can beat this team. Shai's obviously immensely talented. OG Anunoby's tremendous defensive piece. But we can beat this team. I'm very confident in ourselves right now. Are we going to do this? Are we going to do this here in year 2? Are we going to do this? All right, come on. If I have to hop in, I will. Don't blow a 3-1 lead. Do not blow a 3-1. I will be so disappointed if we blow a 3-1 lead right now, man, because it's hard to get to finals and... Oh, God damn it. Oh, I'll see you in there. We are here in Game 6 on our home floor, trying not to blow a 3-1 lead. Obviously, we have a Game 7 as well if anything happens, but I want to try to lock it down right now. I might be a bitch and play off-ball D just because I feel like I kind of have to. You know, I'm feeling pretty good about this team right now. I think if we get a stop, I can probably do... No shot, shit. Fucking Christ. He's so good, man. He's just so good. All right, we obviously have to move kind of quick here. Can you just give me a pick here? Thank you, Robert Williams. Go down to the rim. Come on. Right inside, Robert Williams. No foul? No foul. Feel like there could have been a foul there. That's just me. Robert Williams absolutely dunks all over Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And, yeah, I'm going to, again, I'll try to play on-ball D, but I think Shai's just going to cook me where I don't think it's really a good idea. Oh, God. Oh, my God. He's putting me in the absolute spin cycle. I have literally not played this game in days. Not that I'm ever actually... No shot. Jonathan Isaac. What I want to say about Jonathan Isaac, I'm not going to say it right now, but God damn it. Bro doesn't play a game for 3 fucking years, and all of a sudden he's out here hitting threes in clutch moments of the NBA Finals. I am sick. All right, need a big 3 here. Desmond Bane, Desmond Bane, Desmond Bane. Let's go. Oh, all right. All right. All right. I'm nervous. I'm absolutely petrified right now. What does the defensive lineup look like? It's basically just throwing in Davion Mitchell over Scary Terry. All right, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'm not taking the final shot with Scary Terry anyway, so let's make sure we get the best defensive piece in here. All right, I'm going for some sort of steal right now. Okay, that didn't work. Wait, why are we fouling immediately? What? There's no reason for that. This game is so goddamn stupid because Shai's just going to hit 2 free throws. It's not even going to be a conversation, but like, why would we do that right now when there's still a shot clock? Oh, that's so dumb. And we have a timeout. We can advance the ball. Oh, man, this game is just so dumb. All right, I'm sure Shai's going to hit both free throws. That's so dumb. I don't get that. I don't like that. The 2K does that. It's so weird. I'm sure there's a way to turn off auto foul, but like, that's just not really what I was looking for right there. It really was not. I don't even know what the best play is here. I guess maybe you go for the quick 2 if that's even an option. I know I said I wasn't going to go to Scary Terry, but he's the one that became open. Terry Rozier up to the rack. Okay, I'll see you guys. Oh, Robert Williams. That's not what I was... never mind. Goodbye. That right there is why I don't hop in. We're going to Game 7. I'm not even going to simcast it. Whoever wins, whoever wins. Son of a bitch. We blew it through. I mean... It's ridiculous. All right, let's get into the offseason. We came so close, but yet so far, probably because we don't have an established superstar on this team. Obviously, I'm not really allowed to get an established superstar because it would clearly be a 90-plus overall. We have that Clippers pick. I'm pretty sure there's a protection on it, so I don't even think we're going to get it. Oh, yeah, no, it's right there, number 12. I don't know how I missed that. All right, staff signing. I'm just going to move on. I need staff for today. It feels like one of those rebuilds where if I don't get them, we are basically completely screwed. All right, so we do have the 12th overall pick. Maybe could either go ahead and try to get a new backup power forward, a new backup small forward, whatever it may be. I will draft somebody here. We will see who our options are here. And, yeah, not really seeing any of these options. Ooh, Mackenzie Mbako. Kwame Evans Jr. I feel like I've seen a lot of good things. I've just never drafted him. Isaiah Collier. Who's my current... Oh, I have Davion Mitchell. I don't need him. All right, Kwame Evans Jr., welcome to the Houston Rockets. We'll check his overall. He's going to be a 75. He'll probably be the 10th man of the rotation. Davion Mitchell's coming back. Qualifying offer is Desmond Bane, Precious Chua. I'm going to give Desmond Bane a real contract because I want to match it up with other deals because we're going to have to trade him. As shitty as it... Oh, shit. Pascal Siakam's a free agent as well. And he has one real offer. Holy shit. 171 mil. God damn. What is that per year? 71 divided by 4. That's like 42 million a year. That's the most lets me give him. I really hope he doesn't leave. I can't give him a no-trade clause in case he gets that 90. If Pascal Siakam leaves, I mean, this rebuild's over. I mean, it's completely done. Okay, thank God. Let's see. What else? Desmond Bane, I'm going to give a real contract to. And then Preston Chua, I'm just going to give a qualifying offer to because he's a more than serviceable backup center. So, oh, shit, Malik Monk's a free agent too. I need to make sure I get Desmond Bane back on a real contract strictly because, again, I have to trade him. Because I know he's going to hit a 90. I think you all probably ended... Okay, do not... What is wrong with this game? It's like it wants me to lose. It literally just, like, on the last day of free agency, like, Just lets them go. All right, Desmond Bane's here. As sucky as it is, I have to trade him. I know he's going to hit a 90. I'll see you guys with the trade. I want to try to get Damian Lillard here from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Dame's obviously getting somewhat older. He's 35 going on 30, or excuse me, he's 34 going on 35, and he's not going to go up in overalls. He's probably going to go down a few, which is going to be sucky, but I want to get the best talent possible in order to go out and win a championship. You want Davion Mitchell for Raylan Rupert? Fucking who? No, I'd rather not do that. How about if I throw you some draft picks? I don't have a lot of them. Okay. What? Yeah. What the fuck? All right, so we kind of have we just kind of gave ourselves 2 point guards. I don't really think I can play either of these guys at the shooting guard spot. Neither of them are really natural shooting guards. But if I trade De'Aaron Fox and go out and get a what was that like trade? I don't really know what that was. If I'm looking for a shooting guard, I mean, obviously I have to kind of get like Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine, welcome to the team. All right, maybe in some surprising moves, didn't really see all those coming. All right, we need to find ourselves a backup shooting guard and a backup power forward. Malik Monk, I'm going to try to get back. He's obviously a really good talent here. We get him back, and then the power forward spot. PJ Washington. We have some money to spend today. All right, well, I did not see this rebuild kind of turning out this way. Obviously, I still need to keep a really close eye on Pascal Siakam. I'm assuming he's probably not going to go up anymore, and then Damian Lillard really shouldn't, but we'll see. I will see you guys at the start of the third and final year. Okay, I'm sure you can all see that it says Pascal Siakam is a 90 overall right now. Let me explain something before we do start simulating. I'm not trading him, and there's a couple reasons why. One being, as you can see, it's with his overall, with his morale boosted. He's actually an 89. His morale is just boosted right now, for whatever reason, up to a 90 overall. He's not actually a 90 overall. The second being, I can very easily change his position back to the center spot, whereas overall will go back down to an 89. He starts out as a center in this game, so I am allowed to put him as a center. I want to make that abundantly clear. If for some reason he gets him to a 91, then we'll start having a different conversation about how this is a completely failed rebuild challenge. But I just want to explain where I'm coming from for now. Hopefully you guys understand. Damian Lillard, Zach LaVine, Andrew Wiggins, Siakam, Robert Williams, Ben Chena, Davion Mitchell, Precious Achiuwa, Malik Monk, PJ Washington, Kwame Evans Jr. We came so close, but yet so far. I'll see you guys at the end of year 3. Year 3 ends with us going 58-24. It's obviously a good record, but there's obviously only one thing on my mind right now, and that being a championship. I almost just dropped my phone. I'm sorry. Luka wins his second straight MVP. Matas Buzelis, Rookie of the Year. Scoot Henderson, Sixth Man of the Year. Giannis wins Depoy. Jabari Smith. Holy shit. God damn. Rick Carlisle coach. God damn. All right, standings-wise, 58-24 was tied for the best record in the league with the Indiana Pacers. I don't care. Let's look at the numbers. As you can see, Siakam's still a 90. If I move him back down to center where he starts, he's an 89. I already checked. Do not worry. All right, who we got here in round 1? It is the San Antonio Spurs. Yeah. I mean, Trae Young and Evan Mobley are a deadly duo, but I still think we have a better team. Let's see what happens here. We are up 3-1 against the Spurs. We close them out in 5. Moving on to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Team that gave us some problems in year 1. We ended up beating them last year. Actually made some upgrades. We're still a better team in my opinion, and we hopefully should be getting back to the Western Conference Finals. We're up 3-1 right now. We're in the Western Conference Finals. We have the Portland Trailblazers. Oh, shit. I don't know why. I just always lose to Luka, and I have a feeling it's going to happen again today. I mean, this... man. Luka's a cheat code. I don't. There's really nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. Just so we're clear, it's still an 89 overall. All right, doesn't matter anyways. Fuck this game. All right. As always, thanks for watching. Luka, what are you gonna do? I love you guys. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.